16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 9. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. In motion left comes Brown. On 1st down, Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Olamide Zaccheaus, 34 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Balanced throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I bet we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one out in the main scrimmage.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Hurts will throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So their second touchdown this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1, didn't get it, now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tackle by Terrell Edmunds.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oh, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Dodge a bullet. They cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, 37 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Cowboys 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Prescott. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hey, Brad.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Love looking to throw it. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Here we go.
That's good. For the Packers. First down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Complete once again to Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Drill 3. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete, right around the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Steal. Black. 5. 97. Smash. Red.
On third down, Love. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. No score after one on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out here with the option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The man in motion is Brown. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
On the set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a second down throw for Love here. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Working out of the gun. Love. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he is going to have the Packers' 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Play fake. Here's Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Down.
2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He'll find Aguara complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On the
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Edo Blue.
Throwing. Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Swift. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 45
Appreciate it.
yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Packers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Shit, your ass sure enough gotta go to formation.
Now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. $34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And quickly, they get to the line.
On first down, Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
Hurts.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion goes the tight end.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Throwing is Hurts.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hurts sets up to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
Yeah.
Seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He had an inaccuracy thing.
Love looking to throw it. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get him
Yeah.
down after a
Yeah, I saw in the latest update they made AJ Brown worse, I think. I think they made AJ Brown worse.
Focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession
Slade
game and
worse.
get a score.
Slade been getting
So
killed.
good with a field goal,
It's
don't
like this
necessarily
whole
need a
day.
touchdown. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but
Yeah.
as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there
Yeah,
twice.
Hurts can't throw a quick, what is it called? Freeform. His quick freeforms where like he used to be able to hit him last season, he's not hitting him this year. Oh man. I'm like I want to say I'm like 115 and 25.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense.
Yeah, plus I'm trying to grind. I'm trying to grind on my.
2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Yeah, 4th down conversions are huge, and I always go 4 on 4, no matter what.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
It's stoppable. It's definitely stoppable.
To this one now, after the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Love throwing for it.
Oh, good call.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
No. Yeah, go ahead, lock in.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift. A big seam, and he might go all the way. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 72 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Packers 18. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Now Love.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, like habits, we can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. This is 1st and 10. Love.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Hurts throwing right away. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that run, let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They go play action with Burrow. And this one too low.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
11 MT, straight.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
11.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Hurts going to run it himself.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You first see incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive player too, because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed it. It's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
In motion right is Brown.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We're scoreless after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Fights free at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal from the 3.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived to the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is caught.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott going in the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone.
Fighting through at the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. But let's face it, this secondary, they've got one challenge so far in the first half.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Bro, you fucking suck. I can't believe you fell for that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
On second down, Swift.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Hurts.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it.
Yeah, I think that pretty well. He should have took it down. He should have took the shit.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, tell me play.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's third and 2 now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Overrode in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Hurts will throw.
They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright.
Hey, go get some of those super food.
When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time,
Put it down.
those guys on the opposite
Go ahead.
side
No, he
won the
doesn't.
battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Yeah.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
This is a little
super
hard for me to
food.
compute because I'm watching sack after sack
Yeah.
happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not got a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zaccheaus, 33 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You got
That's
it?
a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much if you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Yeah.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Yeah.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now will throw here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. The slot man in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown.
Here's Watkins.
47 yards.
And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
That's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big game in silence, but he did not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Eagles 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Yeah.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Yeah.
His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
You want to go with me later when it's time to take Booty? You want to go with me later when it's time to take Booty out? Later on tonight, in about an hour.
Incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but
I'll
I'll
be back out.
guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's probably still here with Don. He's still asleep. Open the door
Now
for him.
it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. You know that door over there?
Now Hurts going to move him around.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Able to push his way through.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nick.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Philly! 62 yards.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Scott on the return out of the end zone.
Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they...
There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. In motion left goes Cooks. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Gallup goes in motion.
Prescott now on second down.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Gallup goes in motion.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Fourth down, Prescott.
That is incomplete.
Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
Is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. This one out quickly to Watkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. sacking on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Hurts.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And an Eagle first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
This will be caught once again by Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know
there he goes left side.
Now he's free at the 35. CeeDee Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
75 yards.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's got a man, complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get... And guys, man, complete! A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Lamb will go in motion. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Throwing. Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. It's caught left side by Cooks. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Cowboys 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And that pick-6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
From 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Slant pass, Pollard brings it in.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here we go 46. Here we go 47.
Now Dak.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now they run the option on second down.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
56 yards.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez
Chris Watkins, 40 yards.
And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day,
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. On the return, Williams. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Stafford going to put it up right away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First run now for Kyron Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard into the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already.
I feel John Bourne gets must be pretty good to leave his mic on. Yes,
Stafford. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets it. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, we're talking new football.
When you do a damn man from the
New paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score,
you can say
line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2 rather than the offense.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person will tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
And they'll send the slot in motion.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about that.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6.
Alright, man. I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and get out of here, brother. GG's.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. They go play action with Hurts. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big
I
throw
don't
there.
know.
That one up in the red zone.
Looked like a
Excellent
touchdown.
play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
I forgot you have Aaron Donald. That is very intimidating.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Swift. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now a give right side Swift. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins, 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott going to PAT. He's up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. The Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on that front.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second down and 6 now.
Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And Charles, I like what his defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get a sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Y'all don't have Super Cup no more?
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
When are you going to do
It's
Super
just going to
Cup?
fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk about offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Calcaterra, 33 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Hurts will throw.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score more, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Stafford now to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 10.
Now it's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Are you looking for winning option trade alerts with high return rates and a 6-month satisfaction guarantee? Buy Alerts delivers in real-time basic to advanced option alerts using powerful AI technology and top industry analytics.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. That's a strong running. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent all through.
This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this
this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
It's 4th down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field is Smith.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 8-yard line.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep.
Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get him.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances for that interception.